today we're gonna find out what it would be like to fight the deadliest beetles on planet Earth.
Hello again, bug-sized man.
Hi.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to fight the deadliest beetles in the world?
Not like that.
Well, let's find out. Challenger 1. Rhinoceros beetles.
Oh my
The Hercules
goodness.
beetle is the longest beetle in the world, growing up to 7 inches thanks to their massive horns.
Oh, okay.
First, they intimidate their rivals and predators by making a hissing noise. But there's no way that's working on you, right?
It
I
might.
guess I was wrong.
I
Fleeing is a
get
great
scared
choice.
pretty easily.
The Hercules beetle is actually quite slow on land, as its giant horn makes it difficult to move around.
Okay, guys, I would like to think, and I want you guys to also comment down below what you think about your own strength and capabilities when it comes to fighting these beetles, but I personally think that I could probably beat a rhinoceros beetle. I like to think of it like it's a giant, like a giant lard that can't really move around that fast because it's a giant bug and it's going to be kind of confused, A, about why it's so big, and B, it's going to be super slow with its movements because it's so big and it's going to be super stiff. So what I'm thinking I could do is probably run around it since I'll be fast and tiny and agile, and then I can jump up onto its back and then stab it with my sword in order to win. But yeah, comment down below what you guys would do.
But I forgot to mention you can fly.
Oh gosh.
Clumsily, though.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Now you would think that a magnificent horn like this would do a great job at the old stabby. But his horn is actually made of 2 parts, the cephalic horn and the thoracic horn. They're lined with hair and spines, and when he moves his head up, it creates a secure pinch grip. So
Oh
it's actually
god.
used to grab you, hoist you into the air, and suplex you into submission.
It's a professional
The
sumo
beetle
wrestler.
then approaches, ready for a snack after all that hard work. Here you go, boy.
Wait.
You did a great job.
Oh, he eats bananas. Okay, cool, we're fine.
Turns out he's not carnivorous. He's
Yes.
just a peaceful beetle who eats fruit and sap, and occasionally beats up other people. In front of the ladies, of course.
Yeah, that's how they get the
Hercules beetles aren't
ladies.
the only horned beetles that exist. There's elephant beetles, Japanese rhino beetles, atlas beetles, and many, many more. Into the collection you go.
Okay, 1 beetle
Before
down,
we dive
lots to
into
go.
the 10 other unique beetles on this list, let's learn some beetle lore first. Did you know that the Hercules beetle started off as a slimy grub?
Oh yeah, a
Beetle's
larvae.
life cycle has 4 main stages. First, all beetles start off as an egg, which are usually laid near a suitable food source. Second, when the egg hatches, a larva emerges and gets to snacking right away. And not all
neat.
of them behave the same. The Hercules beetle larva feeds on rotting wood and leaves, but some other larvae are vicious, carnivorous predators.
Excuse me?
But we'll get
Yo!
to them later. The main goal of the larva is to get as fat as possible, to store enough nutrients and energy for the 3rd stage in the cycle, the pupa stage.
I'm pretty sure that the Hercules, aka the rhinoceros beetle, has the longest pupa stage of all of the different beetles. And it's in its larva for 2 to 3 years, and then it could be in its pupa stage for even longer.
The fat grubber burrows into the soil to form a pupal chamber, where it breaks down and completely reorganizes its body, developing structures like stronger legs, wings, and a harder exoskeleton. And in the
Wow.
4th and final stage, the fully formed adult beetle breaks out of its pupal case, ready to take on the world.
Pokemon evolution at
Isn't
its
that
finest.
amazing?
Dame un plátano, pero
Excuse me?
What? Well, maybe we can solve it with today's sponsor.
I guess cut this part out.
Challenger 2.
Next up,
Tiger
what
beetle.
is that, a
This is
tiger
the
beetle?
The fastest running insect in the world. It can reach speeds of up to 5.6 miles per hour, which is about 125 times its body length per second. That's the equivalent of a human running 700 miles per hour. Basically
What?
the speed of a jet.
How is that even possible?
Also one of the most aggressive beetles, equipped with curved serrated blades for mandibles that are quite large relative to their head.
So I am kind of curious, what makes a beetle because the rhinoceros beetle and this tiger beetle look way different than each other. So I did look it up, and apparently a beetle just has to have hardened front wings, chewing mouth parts, which I feel like every single animal and bug has. It needs a straight line down its back, a complete metamorphosis, which we just learned about, where it goes from the baby egg into the larva to the pupal, and then it hatches. into a glorious beetle. And it also needs segmented bodies with at least 6 legs, and probably only 6 legs. So it needs to have the head, the thorax, the abdomen, and then 6 legs, and they usually have 2 antennae that'll pop out of the beetle's face.
Size. But why all this fancy weaponry, you may ask? Well, it's to dismember you limb from limb, of course. Unlike the Hercules beetle, this guy's carnivorous. Oh, I think he saw you.
I'm dead. I think I lose to this beetle. Oh, is that a Breath of the Wild sound effect?
Unfortunately, it looks like you might have a chance of survival.
Wait, why?
Turns
What
out
happened?
The tiger beetle moves too fast for its own brain.
What?
There's not enough time to process visual input.
Are you kidding
so they
me?
temporarily go blind mid-sprint. Oh, he's back now.
Imagine you did that as a human. Imagine after you went on like a full-out sprint, you just had to stay there to buffer. That actually is kind of how I operate. Whenever I fully sprint, I do need a couple seconds to catch my breath and buffer. So I kind of understand this beetle.
Oh, we lost them again. Apart from their visual processing speed, they're terrible with sharp turns.
Oh.
Looks like you've gotten away.
Wait, I might be
Just
able to
kidding.
actually... Oh.
Say
Oh,
hello to
God.
the tiger beetle larva, and they're just as
What?
violent as the adults. Their tactic is to burrow into the ground and wait patiently, and when prey like you stumbles along, they lurch out with lightning speed and grab you with their powerful pincers.
Okay, this is insane how the larva version of this beetle is way different than the actual full-sized adult version. I wonder if this is actually where Pokemon evolutions came from, because it's weirdly similar.
Pulling you inside. The larva has a hump with curved hooks that allows it to anchor itself in
Ew.
the tunnel.
I
there's
do
no
not
way
like
for
that.
You to struggle out once it's
That is
latched
so
on.
creepy.
And all the while, it's using its mandibles to dismember you and eat you
Oh
alive.
my gosh, that's terrible. I like it. I
Challenges
think it's
for-
kind of cool. What is that? Was that flames?
Toxic beetles.
Toxic beetle.
Next up, we have the second coolest beetle on this list, the Bombardier beetle. And inside its juicy booty is a toxic chemical weapons factory.
Oh no, of
There
course
are two
it is.
reservoirs inside the beetle's abdomen, one filled with hydroquinone and the other
Ew.
with hydrogen peroxide.
That
When
sounds
threatened,
disgusting.
the beetle squeezes these reservoirs, mixing the chemicals together in a chamber with a bunch of enzymes. The result is a violent exothermic reaction that
Okay, beetles are maybe my new favorite bug of all time. The fact that it has a laboratory inside of its butt is incredibly cool.
heats up to the boiling point of water and builds up a lot of pressure too. The beetle then
Seriously?
releases this as a hot, noxious spray that can severely wound or even kill enemies.
It has
But you
toxic
might be
pee.
wondering, why doesn't this explosive beetle butt chemistry make him go? Well, a one-way valve prevents the pressure from going back into the beetle,
Ah,
ensuring
smart.
that it can only leave through one exit, the Bombardier beetle's butt turret. The weapon is more like a Gatling gun than a flamethrower, as each spray is made up of a series of many rapid pulses per second.
Ew.
This helps the beetle avoid overheating and damaging
What?
itself. And unfortunately for you, it stores enough chemicals to repeat this pulsing spray for up to 20 times in a single fight. The
So I'm gonna say it's safe to say that I would probably die to this beetle and basically my entire body would get toxified.
beetle's butt turret also has a 270-degree range of motion,
That is
meaning it
insane.
can protect itself from most angles. And if the boiling temperature wasn't unfair enough, one of the products of the reaction is benzoquinone, which is an irritant with a strong, stinky smell. So now you're in physical pain due to the burns and emotional pain because nobody wants to be around you.
That might be my new favorite beetle.
Challenger 4.
Ooh, underwater beetle. Water
Diving
beetle.
beetles.
Ooh,
The great
diving beetle.
diving beetle lives in freshwater ponds and lakes.
Oh, I've seen these all of the time. I grew up with an above ground pool, and you find these all of the time, at least where I used to live. I like to pick them up because they were harmless, and they also like have really good grip. Like, I don't know if you guys can see on their arms or their little legs, they have like these little pincher things that don't really hurt, but they're super, super powerful for gripping onto things. So I remember like putting them on my fingers because I was weird, and then they would be like impossible to get them off. I would be like, hey friend, do you want to get this off? And they would try, and it would be like really weird because it would just like stick to you. And the coolest part is they can also fly.
And they've developed a taste for seafood. Oh, come on, man. They can stay underwater for over 30 minutes using a bubble of air they've trapped under their wing covers as a scuba tank.
Ah,
and
that's
once
genius.
it's depleted, they stick their butt out of the water to replenish it. Beetles are quite agile, thanks to
They
their
breathe through their
paddle-like
butt.
hind legs, which are lined with long hairs to generate more thrust underwater. They use this speed to chase down prey like small fish and tadpoles. Then with their strong forelimbs and mandibles, they grab and tear them apart, all while
Whoa.
spewing digestive juices.
Wait a second, so are you trying to tell me that this beetle, when it grabbed onto my finger, thought that I was a fish and it was technically trying to eat me? I don't remember that happening.
Ooh, you got him. Ew, that's smelly. As a defense mechanism, the beetle secretes foul-smelling chemicals. This can cause larger fish to puke them out or even paralyze them. You've escaped this time. But you're not safe yet, because diving beetle larvae are even more aggressive.
No! Why are they
These guys
so
extremely
crazy?
aggressive hunters, capable of overpowering prey much larger than them, even other adult diving beetles. Once they've pierced their prey, digestive juices are injected through a tube in the mandible, and the liquefied nutrient soup is slept up. This vicious behavior grants them the very cool nickname of water tiger.
So guys, I do have a question for maybe some of you bug experts in the comments section. Can you comment on why sometimes the beetle larvae are bigger than the actual full adult beetle? Is it because they need like more energy, and in order to go from the larvae to the pupal to the adult stage, they need like a bunch of stored up calories in order to go through the metamorphosis? Is that why? Because it's kind of crazy to me that they wouldn't just stay in the larva stage, because it looks like they're bigger, they're more powerful, they're better at hunting than when they're in their full adult beetle stage.
Challenge of 5. Indestructible beetles.
What are
This
those?
is the diabolical ironclad beetle.
Oh my
Yep, that's its
gosh.
actual name. Ironclad because it's covered in almost indestructible armor, and diabolical because the guy who named it must have stubbed his toe on one. Diabolical! The beetle can take a crushing force of 39,000 times its own body weight.
Are you
That's
kidding
like
me?
you being stepped on by 500 African elephants. And
How
yes,
can it
they
withstand
survive
that?
being run over by a car. The diabolical ironclad beetle has sacrificed flight, and instead, its wing covers are permanently fused together to form an impenetrable exoskeleton.
I kind of feel like that's worth it, especially because some beetles are not good at flying. So if I could trade flight for becoming indestructible, and I won't have to worry about getting stepped on or even eaten, then I would totally do that.
It's made up of multiple layers of tough chitin, interlocked in a jigsaw-like pattern that allows them to flex and absorb high impacts efficiently. Ironclad beetles can also live up to 8 years, which is way longer than the typical lifespan of most beetles.
I mean, they live up to their name as being indestructible, even to Father Time.
Basically dumped all of their stat points into defense and HP, the ultimate tank build. So I guess you're not winning this fight. But
Nope.
you're in luck, because this guy ain't winning either. Despite its evil-sounding name, the diabolical ironclad beetle is actually quite docile, and it plays dead whenever it gets threatened. Why don't we call it a draw for now? Although, it's probably
like that.
playing dead right now for another reason.
Yeah, I think that I would probably also draw against that beetle. Even right now, like if I tried to fight that beetle and I am full size and that beetle is like the size of my thumb, I can't produce more power than a car running over this thing. So even now, in my normal size, it would still be a draw, which is kind of embarrassing for me. Also, what's going on with that duck?
If you're
That was
enjoying
weird.
the video so far, it would help me a lot if you could hit the like button. Thank you. Goodbye.
I did. Don't worry. I got you, dumb doggo.
Challenge 6. Dung beetles.
Dung
You might think that
beetle!
dung beetles are just stinky little bugs covered in
Yes,
poop all day.
I do.
And you'd be right, but don't underestimate them, because they're actually one of the strongest creatures relative to their size.
I heard a fact about dung beetles that I will never forget, and it is that they can roll dung balls 50 times their weight. They can roll a giant ball of turd 50 times their body weight. How crazy is that?
Is being able to pull 1,141 times their own body weight. That's like you being able to pull a fully loaded Boeing 737 by yourself.
Yeah, bugs are built different, especially
Dung beetles
beetles.
have a super sensitive sense of smell, which is great for finding new piles of poop. Their whole world revolves around it. They eat poop, live in poop, and raise their stinky little lava babies in poop. Different species show different behaviors. Rollers roll the dung ball to a safe spot to bury it. Tunnelers burrow into the dung piles and live in the tunnels underneath. And dwellers literally just live in the dung pile.
Isn't it incredibly cool how on this entire planet there's so many different types of animals and creatures and bugs and there's mushrooms and different things and bacterias, and we all live together harmoniously, except when people are doing bad stuff to the environment. But other than that, all of the animals live together in harmony. And then you got this thing. You got a beetle that eats, lives, and breathes poop. Like, how amazing is that?
Once a roller has captured a ball, they can't be stopped. Literally, the beetle rolls its ball in a straight line no matter the obstacles.
Wait a
If
second.
it gets knocked off course, it gets up on its little poop perch and uses the sun, the moon, or light from the Milky Way galaxy to reorient itself.
Okay, that is incredibly cool. It is an astronomer. It's Sisyphus as
Beetles
an
usually
astronomer.
aren't very aggressive, but they get serious once you threaten to steal their poop ball. It's
I
like
don't
a game
think
of
I
King
want
of
to.
the Hill, where the beetle stands on its ball and defends it against the
It's
other
my
attackers.
poop! Back up!
Unfortunately, the dung beetle's love of poop is also their greatest weakness.
Wait,
Their
why?
predator, the burrowing owl, purposely collects poop from other animals
No.
and places it around their burrows as bait.
Are you
This
kidding
attracts
me?
them for an all-you-can-eat beetle.
That just goes into my point of how amazing planet Earth is. Not only is there the dung beetle that lives, eats, and breathes poop, there is an owl that learned this and then picks up the poop, puts it near its house, and then just waits for the beetles to come.
Fluffing.
Insane. I could probably
Challenge
beat it in a
accepted.
fight, though. All I gotta do is just set a trap with some poop. What is that? Okay, that is too
Giant
big.
Beetles.
Nah, I'm
the
good.
Titan beetle is the biggest beetle in the world.
Whoa.
Hey, don't look at that guy. The colon doesn't count. Anyways, Titan beetles can grow up to 6.5 inches long.
Okay,
and
that's
their
too
large
big for a
mandibles
beetle.
Produce enough force to
Nah.
snap a pencil in half.
That beetle is gonna
Of
beat
course,
me
they
up.
would have no problem cutting into human flesh too.
Well,
But
why?
What do these
Why is
guys
that?
eat to get this big? Well, actually, nothing. Adult Titan
Huh?
beetles don't eat. In fact, they
What?
don't even have digestive enzymes.
Wait, what?
It's speculated that as larvae, they store enough energy to last their entire adult stage of life.
Okay, so that does lead into my theory that I'm thinking now might be fact, that the larva stage is meant for getting as much food and probably mass as possible, and then when it turns into an adult, it doesn't really have to worry about that as much.
And I say speculate because Titan beetle larvae have never been found in the wild.
What?
And none have been bred in captivity either.
Wait, how
don't
not?
even know what they look like. Adult Titan beetles only
I don't
live
wanna
for a
know.
few weeks before they burn through all their energy supplies. So to beat these guys in a fight, all you have to do is evade them until
Oh.
they eventually flop over and die.
Okay, maybe I could do that then.
I won.
Okay, I'll beat
I
it
won.
by way of running. People are not gonna be too excited. Oh no, please don't be a rhino beetle.
There's
What-
actually another contender for biggest beetle if you go by sheer weight.
What
The
are we talking
Goliath
about?
beetle.
Of
They
course
come
there
in at a
is.
whopping 50 grams, and the larva
What?
is even chunkier.
Ew.
At 100 grams.
No.
Luckily, both of these guys aren't carnivorous, so as long as you're not trying to steal their food or their mates, they're pretty
Okay.
docile. and
Okay,
you
stay
can
away
escape
from the food
without
and the
a
mate.
fight.
Got
Can't
it.
say the same about the next one, though.
Next
Challenger
up, we
eight.
have tiger beetle.
Epomis beetles.
Oh,
To the filthy casual, the Epomis beetle might look like any other regular beetle,
Yeah,
but you
kind
should
of.
know better by now.
why?
Actually, I'll let you take a break for this one.
Is it poisonous?
I have another victim in mind.
Wh-
You
what-
see,
what is
throughout
that?
beetle history, there's been one slimy predator that has terrorized every bug in existence. A relentless, bottomless bug vacuum. The
Frog.
But now we're about to see the predator become prey.
Wait a second, this thing eats frogs?
This tale of revenge begins as a tiny larva. In the presence of a frog, the Epomis larva acts all weak and helpless.
Oh,
wiggling
no.
its antenna around pathetically.
Eat
Oh,
me.
No, don't eat me. The amphibian is baited into thinking it's an easy meal. It lets
Idiot.
its guard down and
You
lunges
fool.
forward.
You're so
That's
dumb.
the last mistake this frog will ever make. The larva dodges and immediately counterattacks by sinking its creepy double-hooked mandibles deep into the frog's slimy flesh.
That's actually incredible because I'm sure you guys have seen slow-mo videos of frogs like spewing their tongue at bugs to try to capture them, and it goes fast. Like if you blink, you're gonna miss it. So the fact that this thing has the reflexes and the agility to be able to dodge that, this thing must be insanely fast. And for those reasons, I don't think I'm gonna beat it in a fight.
There's no chance for the frog to struggle free as the larva slowly slurps up its body
What?
fluids, eating it completely. Even
What?
if the frog managed to swallow the larva, it's been known to latch on from the inside.
So it's a
usually
juice box.
causing it to be violently regurgitated.
Wow.
Free to attack the frog again.
Oh my
Once
goodness.
the larva transforms into an adult, it doesn't even bother with the bait and switch playstyle anymore. Instead, it relentlessly hunts the frog down and latches onto its back.
Okay,
and then,
that is
using
wild.
Its mandibles like scissors, it cuts through the muscles and tendons of the hind legs,
No.
disabling the frog's ability to jump and escape. Then
What?
it can take its sweet leisurely time to eat the frog alive. In my opinion, this is the coolest beetle on the list. But get back in there.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
that's the
deadly beetles
deadliest
to come.
beetle on the list. If a beetle can beat a frog, that beetle
Challenge
is the
9.
best. Who dat?
Stag beetles. Stag beetles
Oh.
are most notable for their giant pinchy mandibles.
They look
and
so
come
cool.
in all different shapes and sizes. The largest of them is the giraffe stag beetle, with long serrated mandibles that are quite scary. When challenged, the first thing a stag beetle does is intimidate its opponent.
I'm starting to realize that a lot of beetles are named after animals in the animal kingdom, like giraffe, rhino, dung.
By rearing up onto
Okay, maybe
its
not that one.
forelegs and spreading its jaws. If the opponent doesn't
Tiger
back
beetle.
down, then the fight begins. I think you can probably guess what's gonna happen next, though. Watch out, watch out, watch out! Just like Hercules beetles, stag beetles aren't carnivorous, so it just leaves you alone after it's broken your back. But
Oh,
it must be
thanks.
quite hard to get to food when you're blocked by these things all the time. Another stag beetle species known as Darwin's beetle is famous for their treetop battles during mating season. While fighting
Whoa.
for a mate, they use their mandibles to hook onto their opponent's wing covers for leverage.
Okay.
Beat them off the tree.
Beetle battles are so much fun.
In reality, though, the stag beetle's jaws look a lot worse than they actually are. They can only pinch and not bite, so they're
that's
not
good.
actually that painful.
So a lot of beetles, from what we're learning, their big mandibles are mainly just for grabbing, picking up, and then throwing other beetles or whatever it is that they're up against off of some high area.
Challenger 10. Imposter beetles.
Wait,
The
ladybugs?
antless beetle looks kinda
Nope.
cute with its fluffy antenna and chunky build, but don't
Ladybugs are beetles, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that. I mean, they're bugs, but they're actually tiny baby beetles.
be fooled. They're the most devious critters on this list. It all starts when the antless beetle comes across a worker ant. Oh, come on. The beetle secretes pheromones, which the ants go crazy for. And at the same time, they also use an acoustic mechanism to imitate the sounds of a queen
Whoa.
ant. It smells like an ant, it sounds like an ant, but it sure doesn't look like an ant. Must be an ant. So
What?
the beetle waltzes right into the ant nest, where it's treated like royalty.
Are you
It
kidding
gets
me?
a free spa day as it receives plenty of grooming from the worker ant.
Okay, if I had to become any beetle, which I know is not the point of today's video, but if I had to, it would be this one. It would either be this one or probably the dung beetle.
It gets free babysitters as the ants feed and care for all the eggs the beetle
No
lays.
way.
And it also gets plenty of free meals, as the beetle repays all the ants' kindness by eating them instead.
I mean, yeah, that's what they get for being so dumb.
Somebody keeps eating all our eggs. Who do you think it is?
I don't know. I guess there is one thing the ants get out of this deal, though. If a predator or ants from another colony try to invade, the beetle whips out its explosive butt spray to defend the nest.
That's pretty
Similar
good.
to the Bombardier beetle.
Wouldn't the ants, I mean, I know that ants are not very smart when it comes to maybe noticing things like that, but if I was an ant and I saw my queen ant start shooting people with explosive turds, I might start asking some questions.
Challenger 11.
What do we got next?
Blister beetles.
Blister
Our final
beetle.
challenger. Why don't
Hello.
you give him a pat?
I'm good,
He
actually.
won't bite.
Oh, okay then.
I feel like he will bite. Did I just get a
Looks like you
rash?
didn't take Nature 101. If it's got bright spots, don't touch it. Blister
Yeah.
beetles produce a toxic chemical in their bug blood called cantharidin, which
Ew.
causes painful welts and blisters to form all over your
They
skin upon
ooze
contact.
chemicals.
Many species are aposematic, meaning they have bright colors on them to deter predators. Nice of them to warn you, but not all of them though.
What's up with that
Blisters
one?
form after an hour or so, and in most cases heal in about a week. But if you decide to crush the beetles up into a powder and eat them that way instead, you'd feel severe stomach pain and nausea, followed by
Another fun fact about these beetles is the toxin that they produce. Or wait, cut the last part out. Another fun fact about these beetles is that the toxic thing that they produce is actually used in some medicines, which is kind of cool.
blisters in your mouth and throat. Depending on how many you ate, in a few hours you might have kidney damage and you could even die from organ failure. How
From
did
one
people find
beetle?
this out? Well, it's said that the ancient Romans and Greeks thought it was an aphrodisiac because
Oh,
apparently being
no.
on the brink of organ failure felt like arousal to them.
Oh,
In the modern world, however, blister
What?
beetles are huge pests. They eat the leaves off of crops like potatoes and tomatoes, and even worse, they can get into the food source of livestock, like hay for horses. Who do you think would win? One horse or a couple of stinky beetles?
Beetles.
Well, ingesting just 4 grams of blister beetles can actually be fatal for the horse. I guess technically there was no winner in that.
that must be so scary because I swear these beetles are probably everywhere and they eat the hay of the horses that the horses are supposed to be eating. So you probably have hay bales filled with these beetles that are toxic.
Fight, though. Apart from the chemical defenses, blister beetles don't have much going for them. They've got small mandibles that aren't very good at biting, and their exoskeleton is pretty weak. Maybe this is a fight you can actually win.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I could probably win,
Maybe not.
but I might die trying.
The collection